off those and other in-game purchases. No comment from the game makers.
Oh, I can't wait
yet.
for their comment.
Yeah, I know.
What they say.
All
right.
It'll be interesting. You gotta definitely have a bone to pick there with those moves, right?
and you know that your dance is hugely popular when you see the Ohio State marching band do it at halftime.
That was amazing. That was amazing.
I mean, they didn't physically do it. They made stick people out of it.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Wow. A judge just handed
the first ever.
Okay. Oh my gosh, is it over yet? No, it is not over yet. We're very close, though, to having a winner for The Voice. The top four battled it out. Kristina shows us the highlights.
Yes, the top four battled it out. There may be a front runner in all of the performances. Let me set you up for the finale. Nobody from Adam Levine's team made it into the final four. So we had these artists sing with country background roots. She sang Demi Lovato. So would that be the case, though? They did a duet with their coaches, and then they did an original song. Yes, and that's usually the best.
They had to do an original?
They had to do an original. Okay. So there's more to come in the next hour.
I like the writing angle.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. So we're finding out what songs could be up for an Oscar. Speaking of songs.
To people who it was clear later they weren't going to be able to pay them. And even bigger money, the most that we're talking about here, $188 million, went to the former CEO of Pfizer, Hank McKiddle. He got $188 million even after the company lost $140 billion on his watch. Now, it does matter that Moonves was fired. That makes a difference when it comes to the contractual language of the golden parachutes. But it is pretty shocking still, though, even when you see these shocking.
All right, if you're having trouble getting out of bed this morning, in some cases, you know what may be to blame? A cold that you had years ago. What? This is according to researchers who've been studying chronic fatigue syndrome. Now, for more, we're going to bring in Dr. Daria Long, who has a new book called Mom Hacks. It's due out in February. But for being with us, chronic fatigue syndrome, people who have that, it is marked by what kind of symptoms?
No, I'm so glad you asked that, Robin, because a lot of people think, oh, it just means you're tired, and it's not that. Chronic fatigue syndrome, or CFS, as we can refer to it, it's chronic exhaustion. It doesn't get better with sleep or rest. It lasts longer than 6 months, and people also may have joint pain, muscle aches, or buttons. Use that elbow. It's totally fine this year at this point in time.
Elbows, I like it.
Yes.
How are you doing? It's so nice to meet you.
It's not what my grandmother would advise, yes, but it'll keep you healthy, so do it. Doctor's orders.
Doctor, thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course.
So a major scientific...
The worst year for stocks in a decade. Look at that. These are all these years. This is the Great Recession, basically. And it looks like this year, you can't see it now because this year hasn't ended yet. But it's going to be another one of these red years. And what's center stage is the fear that the trade war is hurting the world economy, and that even though America's economy is still strong, it's cooling off a bit. We've also got a critical Fed meeting later on today, that maybe the sugar rush from all the tax hikes is over. Tax cuts is over. But look at this. It's been a terrible December. We usually talk about a Santa rally. Here's the Dow off 8%. Again, that Fed meeting is later today. We'll probably be talking about that tomorrow, Robin. That, what they say, not what they do. What they say could make a huge difference. Back to you. Many things come with cauliflower mashed on the side now, but dozens of people have gotten sick from the romaine. All right, coming up, the stock market, another big punch. This is turning into an awful year, but we have a critical, huge money.
Let's see. The Saints won ugly last night. Just like your sweater, huh?
Yeah, always. About, of course, Drew Brees and the high-powered offense, but it was a defense.
About something that they sent out regarding children's Christmas letters. Was it a mistype, a misprint? What I meant to say was...
I think someone just having a bad day, bad morning.
Kristina, what's up with this?
Luckily, there aren't a lot of really young kids on Twitter because UPS is getting mixed reactions for a tweet that might have taken the magic out of Christmas for some. It's sad to watch, right?
You can never go wrong with Kool-Aid. Especially red.
But that's a company. Like, I wonder, did he get company permission? Is it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
that's their logo.
That's the real deal Kool-Aid guy in the video.
That's the real deal.
The Kool-Aid company? Okay.
You're going to be singing that for the rest of the morning.
Our salute to the troops. Is it sarcasm? What is it?
Mean.
That's just bad.
Mean?
That's mean.
Yeah,
UPS realized it was mean because people were not happy with
and
that.
they took it down.
They meant that they were going to, after Santa read them, turn into fake snow.
Oh.
No?
I like
Reaching.
This is
reaching, UPS.
Jazz.
All right, here's some other Grinches. You decide who is the Grinch in this story.
Okay.
So this Louisiana woman says her neighbors didn't like her Christmas display. I don't know. The Game of Thrones jokes were just, we go on and on here.
Yeah, that's a fun neighbor.
Do you guys
for
live in a
too.
neighborhood where you have a homeowners association?
We don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean-
if I do, they've never said anything.
You don't
Yeah.
need a homeowners
You would never get away with that.
association. You
You're
just
not.
need one
Oh, yeah.
mean neighbor. to
Because
do
I
that,
lived in
you
one
know?
where there's a homeowners association. I mean, I didn't get my flowers approved. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Oh,
Yeah, they snitch on you in a minute. They quit.
Over there, she's got 3 dogs.
She's got 3 dogs.
They bark all day. Anyway, your turn, Kristina.
So, this is fantastic. A former NASA engineer has invented a trap that's meant to catch thieves in the act trying to steal packages off your doorstep.
Oh,
Take
I
a
need
look.
this.
Like, that video game stole my dance. And they're making people pay for it, so therefore shouldn't I get some of the revenue? Like the Carlton.